So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check 3, check.
We're going to 53.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Hey, 47.
48's Mike.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got Fuller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Alert flare.
We're going to 54. Why 8?
Showing 8. Showing 8.
Here we go, 47. 26.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Ah. 3 down, 3 down. Ah.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Here we go, kill.
45. Mike, 45.
26. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 26.
Prescott from the gun, going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's get it.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Big edge. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pittsburgh, check 55 to Mike.
Hey, man, watch the goose.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
It's easy work.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, check. 80 weapon.
SOS.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And some room to work. The 20. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
66, bullet, high. Set, hut.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Twist.
Here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch the run.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, They can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, kill. 47.
Mike, 45.
We got to get the ball. 26.
Prescott on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We're going to 53. Deuce. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line 26.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Here we go.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Here we go. Going to 54. Line 26.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
That's it, baby.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Hey, kill. 26.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
49ers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Down. 60 yards. Right there. 54 Mike. Check Mike. Check Mike. Switch. Rotate. Spell.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 49. General. West.
This is Breida. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Pick that. Come.
2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Check 48.
We're going to 54. Why
48's the mic. Rip left.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact. It's now 2nd and 10.
Mike.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
47.
48. 48's the mic. Orbit. Here we go. 48.
Looking to throw. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So we reach halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jared Goff, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. They start the second half with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch. We're going to 53. Here we go, 47. 26.
Again, it's Kamara. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Good sock, baby. That's baby sock.
Now Prescott. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
45. Let's get the ball.
Kamara.
You ain't doing nothing today.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Hey, 47. 26.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Oh, this is blocked. And the Niners have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Army.
Straight. 218. Trouble.
Let it go. Last stop.
Complete to number 1. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Set, hut,
A gain of 5 brings
Check
up 2nd
55 to
and
Mike.
5.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Watch the ship. Hey.
hut, 64. Swing. Squeeze.
Rush in.
They run with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go.
Mike,
Hit the flag.
Wahoo! Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Second and 11. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 23 yards to pick up there.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump off.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the set.
The Cowboys'
55.
23-yard line.
Hey, eat. Go.
Tight down. There you go.
Check.
Now a give running left is Breida. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Cowboys 13, 49ers 10.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Heavy on the edges.
Watch out. Shift. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill. Here we go, kill.
Check nickel.
We're going to 54. Why?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
You got him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Going to 54. Why? Check it. Here we go. Going to 54. Why? Here we go. 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
45's the mic. Check. 45's the mic.
Hey, let's get this.
Then we're going to 53.
Check 50.
26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
There he goes right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 79 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, here we go. Wide in.
Mike, 45. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down.
Number 1. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. 50 go to base. Check. 55 to Mike. Neutral, focus. Kill. Cut up.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
65.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Check 24.
26.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Here we go. Wide in.
Rip right. Rip right. We got tight left. Tight left. We got 3.
We're going to 53.
6 guys.
26.
Running with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey. We got 3.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Tighten up.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
He wasn't ready.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
He's coming. Get up.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cowboys, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.